Welcome to another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories. In St Vincent, we have a company called Bragsa that does the repairs and the buildings for the government. But we have a sad situation. We have a situation in which anytime rain comes and the rivers over the river, like above the Rabukajai River comes down, Bragsa is very quick to post those floodings at the rivers. But we aren't seeing them posting any bridges that they built by those rivers. And it has been over 20 years now. These rivers have been constantly coming down like that. The videos with the rivers above the Jai River overflowing their banks, they are contributors that would help to bring down the regime because the world is watching. And they are saying that years upon years, Bragsa has been uploading these stuff. And nothing is being done to help the situation. Omnibus drivers in St Vincent under pressure once again from the regime. We want the monies that we are owed from the work that we did on the roads. We cleaned the road and we didn't get any monies as yet. Those are the words uttered by everyone who did the road cleanups, whether they are on the red side or the yellow side. So now we are going to look at all those chilling untold stories. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, hit the like button, the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like this one. So there's a company called the Bragsa in St Vincent that is responsible for carrying out some task handed over to them by the government. And everyone at Bragsa and Untold Stories is very good friend. So we are not going to beat up on anyone or to call anyone's name or anything like that. We have a situation above the Jai River, in which the rivers normally come down and people cannot pass. When the volcano erupted, the regime was told to build bridges in order to get the people across safely before they move them back into the red zones. You see, when these rivers come down, sometimes they carry away houses, sometimes they carry away vehicles. A picture coming from OTR late in the night and getting stuck in one of those rivers. Who is going to help you? It had a situation where a prominent promoter was bringing his sound system from above the Jai River, and he got stuck in the river late at night, and there was no one around to help him. There is an old saying that says, who feels it, knows it, and experience is the greatest teacher in life. So I know some of you are waiting until you experience it to know how it feels. Wait until it reaches your doorstep and someone gets washed away in your family. Then you would be shouting, oh, I'm sorry I said 5 in a row. Untold Stories, you warned the big man on several occasions. We said, please do not send other people home unless you build other bridges. And if you don't build the bridges, don't send them home. But you see, the big man isn't one to take advice. He does his own thing. He listens to the people around him that are not on other streets 365 days per year. You see, at Untold Stories, we are about the truth and we stand for the truth. You see, we got stuck in one of those rivers on 3 occasions. And that is why Untold Stories can tell you how dangerous that river is. Unless something comes out to pull you out, then you are in serious problems. You see, right now, the rivers are coming down different than ever before. Sun is piled up on the bank sides, ready to flow down. So you see, if someone gets caught in that river, they would be covered in sand. Every time the river comes down, they send these massive tractovators or whatever you call them, excavators, to dig out the river. But tell me something, isn't that wasting taxpayers' money? You could have just built a bridge and saved the monies. You see, the number one reason why St Vincent is under extreme poverty, it is because the regime is doing what they needed to do for us last. There are a lot of projects in St Vincent that should not have been completed, that were completed, and those monies should have been put into different areas. For example, the learning building resource centers. I don't see the use of those. Another example is the geothermal project. You see, the big man thinks that he's always right. So he only goes in with a plan A, forgetting about a plan B, or forgetting about a getaway. It is just like when we first encountered the big C. The big man was told to close the borders, and he began to show talks, talking about if we think that the big C is Nicodemus, that it only comes about at night. So if that was the case, why did you guys put a band and amplified music in the night, and you don't want any social gathering during the night? A full thing, man, them just talking and come back and change up their words. Another thing again, you was told to tighten the security when anyone comes in to do quarantine and make sure that they don't leave the facilities. But who was we talking to? The big man who doesn't listen. And now we have a situation in our hands where the big C doesn't respect anyone. The big C doesn't have any friend at all, you know. And some people are so selfish that they know that they have the big C, but they walk around trying to spread it onto others. You see, I told you before. The thing that the Caribbean people are afraid of is that no one wants to die. So if they say that they get the big C, you think they want to go home alone? No, sir. That is why some people are behaving that way. You know the reason why they are telling you not to trust anyone and that everyone must wear a mask? Because there are some people who have the big C. They went to the doctor, they get it, and they are denying that they did not get it and want others to catch it. And it doesn't happen with the big C alone. There are persons living with the big H. And we told you before that the big H is not a dovecot sentence. So all you need to do is to take your treatment. But some people believe that they don't want to go to dovecot alone, so they have to take on several other partners. Let me tell you what is going to happen. You see the selfish actors that persons are getting on with, if they are diagnosed with the big C, and they want to spread it to others, it will return a favor to them and catch one of their family members as well. So do so not like so. Another question the streets is asking. Well, they reached out to Untold Stories. Say, Untold Stories, we need you to mention this. They are saying that there are persons living in several homes with the big C. But they are saying persons leaving those homes constantly on a daily basis. So they want to know if someone in a home has the big C, why aren't the rest under quarantine as well? Remember, those are questions put forward by subscribers of Untold Stories. So please do not take my words out of context and say that Untold Stories said that. Well, Mr. Big Man, I said it yesterday and I will say it again. Even some of your supporters are not in a good mood right now. They need their monies. I hope that the public servants are paying close attention. Remember they said at one point that they didn't know how they were going to find the monies to pay you. Well, you better watch what is going on with the road workers. 20 years of leadership, no factories, no industries. And as I said before, I'm not on any side. We call a spade a spade. Tourism is not up and running like before. So they can't take monies from those sectors to pay you. So where are they going to get the monies from now? Even if they increase the rates at the ports and the customs, that still won't be enough to pay you. With that being said, we just want to big up the entire population in St Vincent and the Grenadines, as the regional islands and the international countries who are supporting and praying for us during these difficult times. We thank you, Amo.